Welcome back to Quarantinies. As you can see, filming back at home again has the advantage of, if you listen very closely, you'll hear Elmo in the background. We might learn a thing or two for once on Quarantinies. We're back today with a February box from Hops to Home, and once again, it is very, very good. Let's get into it. First beer we're gonna have is Hair of the Dog Pale Ale from Old Wives' Ales. Play on Old Wives' Tales. Good work. Love me a pun. It's a 375ml can, 5.2%. So, might have learned how to pour again. Fantastic news. So as you can see, it's a beautiful golden amber color. That head is sticking around very nicely. This one was first brewed in 2020. It's an American pale ale based off one of their home brews they did, and it's just been their newest addition to their core range, which is pretty cool. There's some really fruity notes in there. Got some Elmo going on in the background. A little bit malty, definitely hints of rye in there, with some good floral flavors as well. Really, really nice to have just a really good American pale ale again. Been doing a lot of IPAs, hazies, sours, so nice to get back into it. Next beer. The Passion Fruit Summer Pale Ale from Hargraves Hill out in the Yarra Valley. Great brewery. They've got an award-winning core range and they do heaps and heaps of seasonal releases. This one is very good. It's 4.5% Summer Pale Ale brewed with passion fruit and galaxy hops. It's almost got a little bit of a sour bite on the nose, and when you're drinking it as well, it's almost got a hint of greenness to it. So just that little bit of bite, really fresh tasting, really refreshing, and obviously with the passion fruit, nice and fruity, and the galaxy hops, try kick that along as well. Really, really good one to get into for, yeah, summer arvos, summer days, summer mornings, depending how keen you are. Next beer. Dunbar English Pale Ale. This one I enjoyed. It was pretty different to what I've had in beers for a little while. Definitely reminded me of sitting in an English pub. I remember back in the day when we were younger, hearing English had cold pies and warm beers, and finally went to the UK and had proper pulled cask ale and absolutely loved it. And this right here brought back memories of that. It's 4.5% in a 330ml can, so not nearly as many standard drinks as some of the bigger ones with 375 and the 7%ers, that kind of thing, but beautifully malty, rich, dark amber color. One that you wouldn't, well, personally that I wouldn't have ice cold. I'm not saying have it warm, but it'd be perfect for a rainy afternoon. Yeah, just sipping on it. Beautifully malty, rich, and very moorish. So yeah, really, really good one, and a good one to try if you've just been having IPAs and hazies and all the rest of it for a little while. Expand your palate, get into some English pale ales. Next beer. We have the IPA from Exit Brewing. It's a West Coast IPA sitting at 6.5%, and beautiful, rich, a little bit of spiciness to it, that biscuity malty flavor at the end there, and pretty assertive bitterness as well. So a really good classic IPA. This one was solid. Very, very happy just to have some good standard IPA. I mean, as in just brewing a very good IPA rather than trying to get too wild with it, adding all the weird shit or going really hazy or super soft mouthfeel. All those things I love, but it is really nice to have a good classic West Coast IPA brewed in Melbourne too. Next beer. And last, definitely not least, we have the Danker IPA from Burnley Brewing, and this is the Burnley Brewing Hops to Home collab for this month, and it is part of their Dank series. A few months ago, if you've been paying attention, I reviewed their Dank IPA, and it was beautiful, rich, dark. This is the same, but taken to the next level. I think it is 7%? Yeah, 7% IPA. It's beautifully rich, dark colored. The taste is there to match. Dank is definitely the word for it. Not a session beer, but it is delicious. Nice bit of bitterness at the end. Definitely worth getting your hands on. As part of Hops to Home, you get this as the early release, and I believe it's released to public shortly. So yeah, a beautifully rich, dark, dank IPA.